keeping score.
Hey there, gamer guys and gals. Today we're covering Psycho Dream, and this was published by Red Electric Games, and it was, I guess you would say, redeveloped by Idea Co. And it's currently $5.99 on all platforms: PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, as well as PC. This was originally a Super Famicom game in 1992, developed and published by Riot. They were a subdivision of Telenet Japan. This is by far a cheaper option though, because to get that Super Famicom cart, most of the time you're going to pay anywhere from $50 to almost $200. So $5.99 is a steal. I kind of love how Relic is releasing these old Famicom and Super Famicom games on modern consoles and saving people tons of money and making sure that, these games stay alive. This one you play as either Rio or Maria. One's really good with a sword. The other one uses like a gun or either like claws or like a dagger. And there's all kinds of different special abilities you can pick up along the way. They're what you would call diamond divers. The diamond divers are people that the government creates because kids are getting sucked into these things that they call D movies, which are virtuality worlds that these kids are getting stuck in because they're so realistic that they're enjoying, that world better than their own, and they're getting stuck in there and they're dying. These are people they call sinkers, and they created these, this group to go in there and capture them, and that's what your mission to do is to rescue a girl. I believe her name's Kayashi or something like that, and you're trying to go in here and pull her out of this world. There's 6 different worlds in total. Each one's totally different, like totally different enemies and different layouts. Uh, it's kind of challenging, but there's cheats you can put in, like unlimited health or ammo or things like that. There's also a rewind button. There's also a save thing where you can save anytime you want. So, if you're stuck on a part, you can put a save up right before there and try it over until you master it. If you're just trying to get achievement hunting, you can just put the cheats on and flow through there and get them easy. But if you want to play the game and get good at it, then you can use these other cheats till you get your skills down, and then come back to it after you've mastered it pretty well. But it's an enjoyable little game. I enjoyed it. It kind of reminds me of Shinobi a little bit. I'm trying to think of something else. It reminds me of Shinobi and another game. Right here you can see the rewind and turbo feature, put into use. There's also different filters that you can use to, change the look of the game. I think my favorite aspect of the game, though, is the bosses. This game has some really cool looking bosses. There's one where you're fighting like a cicada or a locust, and that bosses are really cool as well. I enjoyed my time with it. It's not something that I was absolutely blown away with, but it is something I do like, having in my collection. Because this is one I probably wouldn't be able to do so, because it's a game I'm not going to go out and spend $200 on to get the cart. Even though I collect, Super Nintendo and NES games, I'm not going to spend $200 on a lot of games, and this is one I definitely would. But I don't want to spend $6 on it. So if you you want to have this in your collection, you don't want to spend the money, here it is. It's a game that I think you're going to play over and over. I'm going to give it a good score. I'm going to give it a 6.8 out of 10. Definitely worth your money. And here's that cicada boss. I think you really like it for sharing another, game like this. Thank you for keeping games like this alive. Y'all been doing a really good job with that lately. There's been a lot of games, I did not expect to see them releasing. They've kept them alive today, so I appreciate that. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for support as always. And until next time, see you in those leaderboards.